Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're all very welcome here this evening to the legend that is Clark's Bar. I've managed to survive 63 years growing up and living in Mullingar. This is the first time I've ever been in Clark's Bar. And that's probably why I'm a bit wealthier than my old man used to be. I spend less time in the pubs than he did. It's a great pleasure to be here this evening, joining Peter, Olivia, Leo and Ted. This is November the 29th, I think, is one of the most seismic elections this country faces in probably the next 30 years. In the next 10 years, the population of this country will grow from 5 to 6 million people, and by 2050, if the current trends continue, there's no way why they won't, the population is probably going to be about 7 million people here. So it is vital this time that we elect a government that delivers. We need a government that delivers for enterprise, that creates jobs. We need a government that delivers in our infrastructure, that fixes the problems we face today. And above all, it's vital we elect a government that gets shit done. Because frankly, I'm fed up listening to the left-wing politicians telling that they tax us more and spend more, all will be well. We've learned from security huts at the Department of Finance, bicycle sheds on the lawns of government buildings, that actually tax and spend is not the way forward. So what we need to do is we need to elect politicians who will get shit done. And I can think of nobody here, certainly in the current government, who demonstrates more action, more energy, who works harder, and I think is true to his principles than Peter Burke. And that's why I'm pleased and proud to be here this evening to help Peter, Olivia and the family launch his re-election campaign. In Westmeath, it is vital that we send back politicians that are full of energy, full of action, but that are committed to delivering for Mullingar, for Westmeath, and for Ireland. I think in Peter we have a candidate who comes from the private sector, which is absolutely vital. The Dáil is full of teachers. Nothing wrong with teachers. I love teachers. I have 4 children. But I wouldn't generally employ a lot of teachers to go out and get things done. I think it's important that we have people who come from the private sector, like Peter. It's important that we have more accountants. We may lack personality, but we make up in action and energy what we lack in personality. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's vital on November the 29th that we vote for Peter Burke. We give him our number 1. By the way, I would also urge everybody, give your number 2 to somebody in Fianna Fáil as well. It's important, I think, in this election that Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil supporters transfer to each other. What is most important in this election is, one, we weed out the Greens. We've learned now for 5 years that the Greens are just weeds. They poison enterprise. They've destroyed transport. Dublin is now the most congested traffic city in the world. We have 2 senior Green ministers, one in charge of transport who's done nothing for the last 5 years except open empty bicycle lanes. And bicycle lanes are not the way we're going to build a country for 7 million people. And we have a minister for tourism, and she's done shag all for tourism in the last 5 years, except deliver a cap at Dublin Airport. So the sooner we get rid of the Greens, the better it will be for everybody in this country. Please don't vote for Sinn Féin. I would ignore Sinn Féin. If you can't run your own party, you haven't much chance of running a government or a country either. So I'm pleased to say to Peter, we have my eldest boy has just turned 18, so we have 3 votes in Jignestown House. You'll be getting 3 number 1s. I will be giving our number 2s to Robert Troy, who I think also does a very good, hard-working local TD, and I would like to see him back in a new government, a government led by Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, a government that I hope is not relying on useless travellers from the Greens or from any of the other lunatic fringe. So on November 29th, vote Peter Burke 1, vote Robert Troy 2. Let's get Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil transferred to each other, and let's put 2 parties back in government who can deliver for Mullingar, who will deliver for Westmeath, and who will deliver for Ireland. Thank you very much.